Hello, my besties, and welcome to another reaction. Today, I got for you a song by Harry Chapin, and it's called Mr. Tanner. It was requested for by Blue-Eyed Canson. So let's go get this.
Harry was constantly picking up observations from the environment, whether a taxi cab or a stewardess on a plane, constantly making notes. He saw a review in the New York Times about a singer making his debut at Town Hall in New York City, who was a real guy named Martin Turbley from Dayton, Ohio. He read the story. Why was he attracted to it, and why did he clip it and hold it? It's because it was part of his story, because he got bad reviews. So he could feel that guy's pain and disappointment in his story, and he could tell it.
Mr. Tanner was a cleaner from a town in the Midwest, and of all the cleaning shops around, he'd made his the best. But he also was a baritone who sang while hanging clothes. He practiced scales while pressing tails and sang at local shows. His friends and neighbors praised the voice that poured out from his throat. They said that he should use his gift instead of cleaning coats. But music was his life, it was not his livelihood, and it made him feel so happy, and it made him feel so good. And he sang from his heart, and he sang from his soul. He did not know how well he sang, it just made him whole. His friends kept working on him to try music out full time. A big debut and rave reviews, a great career to climb. Finally they got to him, he would take the fling. A concert agent in New York agreed to have him sing. And there were plane tickets, phone calls, money spent to rent the hall. It took most of his savings, but he gladly used them all. Music was his life, it was not his livelihood, and it made him feel so happy, and it made him feel so good. And he sang from his heart, and he sang from his soul. He did not know how well he sang, it just made him whole. The evening came, he took the stage, his face set in a...
Now, this this Harry Chapin business is getting so spooky and scary to me now. I just finished reacting to one of his songs called Taxi about 5-10 minutes ago, and I empathize with that song so much because I could connect so much to it. I drove a taxi once. My name is Harry. I'm a musician, same as Harry Chapin. He drove a cab, and his name is Harry, and he was a musician, right? Now, we've got the song here now as well. It's about another guy who is like a singer, but who hasn't quite made it yet. And I can empathize with this so much, the part where all his friends and people hereby are pushing him onto a career. Although that didn't happen to me, that's what I've always wanted to do. So that's a different case entirely. But I can understand this man and his feelings, and also when you have that dream, I can connect with all that. So I'm just thinking to myself, how can I react to two songs back to back, and they are directly linked to my life, scary stuff. It's a beautiful song, I just suspect this is not going to end well, and I hope it does end well, because it would make me so sad if the song, especially, well, his wife was like talking, Harry's wife was like talking before the video started, and she said the same thing happened to Harry, so he could empathize with this man, So because of that, I'm hoping that the man also went on to have a good career. But we'll see. We'll see.
The evening came, he took the stage, his face set in a smile, and in the half-filled hall the critics sat, watching on the aisle. The concert was a blur to him, spatters of applause. He did not know how well he sang, he only heard the flaws. But the critics were concise, it only took 4 lines, and no one could accuse them of being overkind. Mr. Martin Tanner, baritone of Dayton, Ohio, made his town hall debut last night. He came well prepared, but unfortunately his presentation was not up to contemporary professional standards. His voice lacks the range of tonal color necessary to make it consistently interesting. Full-time consideration of another endeavor might be in order.
What I was hoping wasn't going to happen, looks like that's what's happening here, and that's sad. Especially since this Mr. Tanner was like a real person, you know.
He came home to Dayton and was questioned by his friends, but he smiled and just said nothing, and he never sang again. Excepting very late at night when the shop was dark and closed. He sang softly to himself as he sorted through the clothes. Music was his life, it was not his livelihood, and it made him feel so happy, and it made him feel so good, and he sang from his heart, and he sang from his soul, and he did not know how well he sang. It just made him whole. John Wallace.
Possibly one of the saddest reactions I've done. You know, I've done over 1,000 reactions, and I think this will be in my top 3 of the saddest ones I've done. You know, that really like that really got to me, man. Such a sad story, you know. And I wish I hadn't known that it was like a true story, because that just like that makes it worse. I think I think it's very, very important that when you have a dream, or when you have something that's important to you that you want to do, that you stick to your own convictions. You know, as long as you can look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, you are not deceiving yourself, in the sense that this thing that you want to do, you can do it. You know, you have the capacity to do it. Then don't go about listening to the people who will say to you, you cannot do that, because there are a lot of people out there who because they are not like, you know, like living their own dream, or because they're like limited in their own range to be able to like conceive, you know, a plan for themselves, they want to put everybody else in the same position. So it's like, if I'm not going to have my dream life, you're not going to have it either. So these are the people who always put T after the can. You know, it's always can't, you know. So take off that T, man, you know, and stick to your can. You know, you've only got one life. Try to live your life. You know, don't let anybody's like negative thoughts or negative vibes, you know, get to you, or like derail you from what you're trying to do. It could be anything you're trying to do, you know. That's what I'll say to this. A beautiful song. I cannot say too much because I feel so very, very personal about this particular song here today. It's a sad song for me. I just feel for that guy wherever he is. I hope he's happy. I hope he's contented with the life that he eventually found himself to be with. And I hope for anybody out there as well who've got like a dream, who've got like a goal in life, who hasn't achieved it yet. I hope they keep on pushing still, and I hope you don't let people try to stop you from even if you have to like keep on trying to achieve that goal until your dying day. It gives you something to like wake up and look forward to. But once your dream is taken away from you, right, I promise you, every day from then it just feels like you're just going through the motions. You cannot be happy, you know. You cannot be, because imagine something you love most being taken away from you. You know, it's like losing your husband and your wife who you love so much. Yeah, you stay alive, but every day is never the same for you anymore. Anyway, enough of all that. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.